Okay.
Okay, we're good. Thank you. Is there any I have to state that we did not take any action in executive session.
Well said.
Thank you. Any old business to come before this forum? Well, hearing none, our next board meeting will be November 22nd, 2022 at 10 a.m. It'll be in both of the locations, the BWB building and the Fredonia Technology Incubator. And as always, I want to thank both the staff and the volunteer members for their excellent work. So this meeting is adjourned. I would now like to call to order the Chautauqua Region Economic Development Corporation meeting, the Board of Directors. We're at the BWB Building, 201 West 3rd Street, Jamestown, New York, second floor boardroom, and the Fredonia Technology Incubator, 214 Central Avenue, Dunkirk, New York, first floor conference room. It's October 25th, 2022, and it is approximately 11:06. We do have quorum. Roll call, please. Mike Metzger is here. Jay Churchill.
Here.
Gary Henry.
Here.
Fred Walters.
Here.
Stephen Thorpe.
Here.
Kevin Muldowney.
Here.
Sagan Sheffield Smith.
Here.
Let the record show 7 members in attendance. I would entertain a motion of the approval of the June 28th, 2022 minutes, which, thanks to Jeanette, you received previously. Do I have a motion? A motion by Stephen,
Second.
seconded by Gary. Any further discussion, corrections, revisions, Gesundheit of the minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Motion carried unanimously. The only new business we have is the approval of the 2023 budget, which Rich Dixon has already presented. Are there any further questions regarding the CREDC 2023 budget as presented?
Just that, the revenue there and the expense, it's around $2 million in revenue. The expense is around 1.7. So there is some money left over that will carry forward there. And Nate and Kayla have a spreadsheet, and actually the software is broken down with how many different funds you have in there, Kayla? 12.
yeah.
With all these separate projects, Gabby grants, county grants, Ralph Wilson grants, this grant, that grant. And they're keeping, Nate and Kayla have done a great job segregating all that and keeping track of it for the reporting on it. So, but we've lumped it together here. And I would think the first meeting in, when we talk about it in March, Kayla will present the whole spreadsheet so you can see it, every fund, go over it in detail, and then maybe do that every quarter or so, because there's a lot of different grants. Some of them are small, some of them are large, but
Yeah.
they have a lot of stuff going on. Very busy there.
Well, the corporation's done exactly what we wanted from them.
Mhm.
Great job. Any questions of Rich? I'll entertain a motion to approve the 2023 budget as presented. Motion made by Jay, seconded by Brad. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Motion carried unanimously. Any other new business to come before CREDC? Any old business to come before CREDC? I want the record to show that there's only one person, Jason, that is wearing a tie. So That should be noted and be part of our record. Okay. All right. Thank you all again for all your hard work and effort. Meeting adjourned.
Now we have CRC.
Be very quick.
Yep. I'd like to call to order the Chautauqua County Capital Resource Corporation. It's a Board of Directors meeting, and we're at BWB Building at 201 West 3rd Street, second floor conference room, Fredonia Incubator, 214 Central Avenue, Dunkirk, first floor conference room. It's October 25th, 2022, and it's approximately 11:10 a.m. We do have quorum. Roll call, please. Mike Metzger is here. Jay Churchill.
Here.
Gary Henry.
Here.
Brad Walters.
Here.
Stephen Thorpe.
Here.
Kevin Muldowney.
Here.
Sagan Sheffield Smith.
Here.
Let the record show 7 members in attendance. You have received the May 24th, 2022. Thank you, Jeanette. Minutes previous to this meeting. I'd entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Motion made by Stephen, seconded by Brad. Any further discussion, corrections, or changes? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Motion carried unanimously. Now we move again to the approval of the 2023 budget.
So as you remember, the Capital Resource Corporation, and for the new members, was created because there was a portion of the IDA law that allowed the IDA to issue tax exempt bonds to certain not-for-profits. That law sunsetted. It was not renewed by the state. So under the auspices of George Craig and the Hodson Russ, we created the Capital Resource Corporation that allowed us to help our not-for-profits. And so this was created with the assistance of the county, this corporation, and we're allowed to do the tax exempt financing and anything else the county might want us to do out of the Capital Resource Corporation. As we talked previously about not a big demand for loans from the bank, in my polling of not-for-profits and talking to them, I don't see a bond in sight. People that are going to do things have cash, and people that want to do things have no cash and they don't want to borrow it. So, and with interest rates rising, you would think tax exempt financing would be more appealing, because as the spread goes higher between the tax exempt and the taxable bonds, they save more money, but that still means their interest rates going up. So I know of nothing. So there is no, the budget is 0 and 0, Mike, and that's what I'm going to report, because I honestly don't see a bond in sight here. So,
That's fine.
Will this be killed someday, or is it just gonna lay around?
but no, because we have
We've
bonds
said that.
outstanding
Okay.
that we've issued, and I need to report on this as a separate Paris report too. So I do 3 Paris reports. It'll be the IDA, CREDC, and the CRC. This one's fairly easy because it's only, bonds outstanding. I think there's 4 under the CRC. Kelly?
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that. And there's 3 under the IDA still that were there from before.
Yeah.
So,
And even when those bonds close or cease, we'd always, the setting up of this corporation is a lot easier than once it's set up, than having to not have the ability in the future.
and this has some advantages over the IDA doing the bond. When the IDA does a bond, there's a thing from the state called the bond issuance charge, where they get their cut. The Capital Resource Corporation doesn't have to pay that to the state. So this actually is more conducive for people to use this facility than an IDA anyway. So
That's interesting. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
same with the dormitory authority. They have to pay that. Millen, does the dormitory authority pay the BIC?
I don't believe so.
They don't
But
pay it either.
we don't talk a lot about the BIC because, it's almost an oversight and everyone's hoping that, no one ever talks about it, but you're right.
I'll never mention it again.
Yeah.
All right, that's all, Mike.
Okay, thank you. So we do have to approve a 0 budget.
Right.
So I accept a motion to approve the budget as presented.
So move.
It's moved by Brad, seconded by Gary. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Oppose? Abstain? Motion carried unanimously. Anything else to come before the Capital Resource Corporation?
Nope. I'll say.
No? Okay. Meeting adjourned. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Enjoy the beautiful weather. This is very atypical for Western New York.